Hello and welcome, Cosmic Traveler. In our last episode, we explored themes of value, currency, and worth, and how they shaped our sense of abundance. Today, we're diving into a topic that resonates deeply with so many: love, and how connection and compassion are its foundation. One of the most common things that people sought guidance on was love, why they weren't receiving it, why they felt unworthy of it, or why it seemed so hard to find. Much like abundance, the roots of this struggle often lie in programming, old beliefs we've inherited from society, family, and even media about what love is supposed to look like. The truth is, many of us are searching for love outside of ourselves, hoping someone else will complete us, save us, or provide worth. But love doesn't work that way. The love we receive externally is only a reflection of the love that we have for ourselves. If we don't know how to love ourselves deeply and unconditionally, it's like trying to tune into a frequency we've never truly heard. So let me ask you, how do you communicate with yourself? Are your inner thoughts kind, supportive, and compassionate? Or are they filled with criticism and self-judgment? Do you find yourself surrounded by people whose energy aligns with the love that you want to experience? Are you unconsciously absorbing societal messages about love that don't serve you? These questions aren't always easy to answer because they require us to look inward and confront patterns that we might not even have realized are there. For example, think about how you react when something goes wrong. If you spill a drink or make a mistake, do you tell yourself, "I'm stupid"? Or do you respond with kindness, asking yourself, "Are you okay?" This might seem small, but it's really not. The way that we speak to ourselves sets the tone for how we invite love into our lives. If your inner dialogue is harsh or dismissive, you're building walls that block the flow of love. If you communicate with care and compassion, you're opening yourself to receive love in all of its forms. We also need to consider the company that we keep and the boundaries that we set. If the people around you don't speak or act with love, their energy can subtly shape your own beliefs about what love looks like. It's important to ask yourself if those relationships align with the kind of love you want to experience. It's equally vital to recognize that the energy that we carry within ourselves plays a significant role in all of the relationships that we attract. Often we draw in partners or friendships that will reflect our own inner state, both the healed and the unhealed parts of us. If we carry unhealed wounds, we may find ourselves in relationships that perpetuate toxic patterns, as these dynamics mirror our unresolved traumas. Healing ourselves while in relationships that provide safety, love, and growth can sometimes feel triggering because they highlight the toxic energy we've carried for so long. These wounds or demons will come to the surface demanding to be acknowledged and released. If we don't recognize this process, we may unconsciously sabotage these relationships by reverting to toxic behaviors like cheating, controlling, manipulating, or withdrawing, as a way to avoid facing the discomfort of healing. When we become aware of these patterns and take responsibility of our healing, we can break free from these cycles of toxicity. This dynamic can be an opportunity for profound growth. It requires courage, self-awareness, and the willingness to confront our shadows. But the reward is healthier, more authentic relationships, both with ourselves and with others. It's through this process of self-reflection and inner work that we shift our energy and begin to attract relationships that align with our healed and empowered state. Love starts from within, and the more that we cultivate self-awareness, compassion, and inner harmony, the more that we can attract relationships that mirror these qualities back to us. It's a powerful reminder that we cannot seek externally what we have not cultivated internally. Waiting for someone or something external to complete us often leads to a cycle of unmet expectations because everywhere you go, there you are. When we recognize that love is not something we need to chase, but something we already embody, we tap into an infinite source. By anchoring ourselves in the present moment and truly seeing the love within, we naturally attract relationships and experiences that mirror this vibration. This wisdom encourages us to shift from a place of seeking to a place of being. By embodying love now through gratitude, compassion, and self-awareness, we create the space for others to reflect that love back to us effortlessly. This is not about waiting for love to come to us, but about being love here and now. What I've learned is that love isn't something we find, it's something we cultivate. It starts with the relationship that we have within ourselves. When we heal the stories and patterns that block us from love, we create space for connection and compassion to flow, both within and around us. Remember, this is about all of us doing the inner work to step into the love that we deserve. Love is a force far greater than romance or fleeting feelings. It is the thread that connects us to ourselves, to one another, and to the wisdom of our ancestors. But so often we look outward for love, seeking it in relationships, achievements, or validation, only to find that the well is never truly filled. Why? Because love begins within. It flows from the way that we connect to ourselves, the compassion we extend inward, and the boundaries that we establish to honor our worth. Our ancestors knew love as connection to community, to nature, and to spirit. They understood that compassion begins in the heart but resonates outward to create harmony and balance in life. Over time, however, many of us have lost touch with that ancestral wisdom. Of course, to colonization and societal conditioning and generational pain, it has disrupted our ability to give and receive love freely. Today, we reclaim this sacred understanding. And together we'll explore how to recognize the ways we block ourselves from love, practices to cultivate self-love and compassion, and how to align with the frequency of love and open ourselves to its divine flow. Finally, we'll end with a ritual to connect us to the energy of love within us and through the lineage of those who came before us. Recognizing the blocks to love. Love often eludes us because we unconsciously block it. These blocks might show up as negative self-talk or criticism, unhealed patterns from childhood or past relationships, fear of vulnerability or rejection, societal pressures or conditioned ideas of what love should look like. Consider this. How often do you speak to yourself with kindness? When you make a mistake, do you offer yourself compassion or do you criticize yourself? Our thoughts, words, and actions create the frequency that we live in. If we hold on to beliefs that we are unworthy or unlovable, we unknowingly push love away even when it is offered to us. Cultivating self-love and compassion. True love starts with self-love. This isn't just about pampering yourselves or indulging in momentary pleasures. It's about nurturing your spirit, honoring your boundaries, and embracing yourself fully. Here are practices to deepen your connection to self-love. Inner dialogue. Speak to yourself as though you're comforting a dear friend. Replace criticism with compassion. Boundaries. Honor your time, energy, and emotional well-being by setting healthy boundaries. Reflection. Journal about what love means to you. How do you want to give and receive it? Healing the inner child. Visualize the younger version of yourself. What would you say to them? How could you nurture them or support them? When you align with self-love, you naturally open yourself to the flow of love from the universe, your ancestors, and the people around you. Aligning with the frequency of love. Love is a frequency, a vibration that exists within us and around us. To align with this frequency, we must attune ourselves to its energy. Release judgments and expectations. Love is not something that we earn, it's something we allow. Release the need for perfection or external validation. Gratitude. Practice gratitude daily, focusing on the love you already have in your life, no matter how small. Open your heart. Visualize your heart as a radiant light, open to giving and receiving love freely. Connection with ancestors. Honor the love and compassion of your lineage by calling on your ancestors for guidance and strength. Finally, remember that the energy we carry influences the relationships we attract. By doing the work to heal old wounds and align with love, we create space for meaningful, authentic connections. The journey of love begins within and radiates outward, transforming both our inner world and the relationships we nurture. Ritual for love, connection, and compassion. This ritual is designed to help you connect with the frequency of love, release blocks, and invite compassion into your life. What you'll need is a pink and red candle, pink symbolizing love and compassion, and red symbolizing passion, sacred, divine energy, and vitality. A bowl of water representing emotional flow, a small mirror to reflect self-love, a rose or a small token of beauty to represent love and passion and invoke feelings of affection and admiration, a journal and pen. Step 1. Create your sacred space. Find a quiet, comfortable place and light the candles and say, I call upon the sacred frequency of love. I invite my ancestors, guides, and higher self to join me in this space. Together we open our hearts to connection, compassion, and the infinite flow of love. Step 2. Reflect on self-love. Look in the mirror, gaze into your eyes, and say, I see myself as I am, whole, worthy, and deserving of love. I release all stories and beliefs that have told me otherwise. I am love, and I radiate love. Step 3. Release and flow. Dip your fingers into the bowl of water, gently touch your heart, and say, I cleanse myself of all blocks to love. I release fear, judgment, and pain. Love flows through me effortlessly and endlessly. Step 4. Honor love. Hold the rose or token of beauty and place it over your heart. Say, I honor the love within me. I honor the love of my ancestors. I honor the love that connects us all. Step 5. Journal and intention setting. Write down your reflections. How can I show myself more compassion? What does love mean to me? How can I help myself in aligning with the frequency of love? Step 6. Closing affirmation. Blow out the candle and say, I am a vessel of love. I am connected to the infinite flow of compassion and connection. As I heal, I align with the divine energy of love that surrounds and sustains me. Remember, love is not something you find. It's something you embody by cultivating self-love and compassion. You align with the frequency of love and open yourself up to its infinite flow. Until next time, dear traveler, may you walk in love, radiate compassion, and remain connected to the wisdom within and around you.